So you've either just recently started playing Warframe and have a small bit of time into it, or you're thinking about playing it. Either way, I've been exactly where you are. Let me try and help. Heads up everyone, my name is SentinelGray and welcome to the channel. Now, as the title suggests, I'm a new player in Warframe. I've been playing it for about a month now, and I absolutely love it. So this video is not from the perspective of somebody who has been playing for years with 5,000 hours under their belt. I just want to be really clear about that. In case I make a mistake or say something wrong, someone in the comments who has more experience than I do, please correct me. Okay, so Warframe can be a lot. Like, really. For everything the game has in it, you can easily be overwhelmed, but I want to come at you as somebody who recently took the plunge and am now deep in the frames. What I have for you here is a few things that should help you early in your journey in Warframe, because it sure as hell helped me. None of it is in any specific order of importance, so this isn't like a top 5 list or anything like that. This is merely what I think you should be told when starting the game. As stupid as it sounds, there's one thing to make the early experience in Warframe easily more enjoyable, and that is to have people to play with, preferably veterans of the game. Yeah, I know, it is far easier said than done, but hear me out. If you have people to play with, regardless on whether they've played Warframe before or not, the whole experience is just much more fun. If you and a bunch of your friends are all trying the game fresh at the same time together, then you can bounce ideas and things off of each other, and it can make for some awesome times of your group figuring things about the game out. If you have somebody who's been playing before, they can always guide you to the do's and don'ts. However, say you don't have anyone to help you or your friends are all playing something else, I highly encourage you to reach out to the Warframe community for help. In my month of playing, streaming, and making a video about Warframe, the community has been nothing but helpful, and I cannot stress that enough. Seriously, if you want to try and make friends, though I know it can be extremely hard for some of us, please reach out to the community either in-game or elsewhere on the forums, whatever. The support from them is absolutely insane. Obviously, go make friends isn't the only thing I'm here to tell you in this video, so I want to move on. You might come to a point where you feel like you're not doing enough damage, or you wish you were a little stronger. Well, there's something that I'm constantly reminded of by myself and others around me. Use mods. Now, I'm not just saying slap any old mod that'll make your weapon better. You should honestly play to the weapon's strengths. Does that rifle you have on have a naturally higher crit chance than status chance? Build around that. From what I'm told by tons of veteran players, that you can essentially make any gun in the game good for the long run. You just need to know how to build it, and that comes with time. Now, when getting into mods, there's something you should remember. Something that I have a very hard time remembering, but luckily I have friends there to straighten me out. Quality far outweighs quantity. You're going to want to upgrade mods that you'll use on almost any weapon in your category. Serration, for example, is a rifle mod that increases your damage. For the cost of trying to get 5% faster reload time, 15% bigger magazine, 15% more ammo capacity, you can increase your damage by 50, 60, 70%. I hope you see where I'm going with this. In terms of weapons though, you'll want to not hold on to things that have MK1 in their name. It's the game's way of saying, "This is a baby space ninja piece of gear." But hold on before you sell it. Since Warframe doesn't have normal level system like from 1 to 100, you'll level up based on mastery rank. To level up your mastery rank, you need to rank up any of the weapons, warframes, or companions you use in the game. As you rank them up, it goes towards your total mastery rank, and by getting any of those 3 things that I just listed to max rank, it provides a huge boost to your total MR. Essentially, to level up your MR, use any and all Warframes, weapons, and companions, then once you're done getting them to max rank, you can sell them for credits, because once you get them to max rank, you can't squeeze any more XP out of it. Also, as an aside, that doesn't mean that you have to get rid of the gear you like to use. There are a few weapons I've held on to because they're either good weapons or I just love using them. Just because you max something out doesn't mean you should or need to sell it. If you've been looking around the codex or marketplace in-game, or have been doing research in Warframe in general, you may see this word pop up a lot. Prime. There are prime weapons, warframes, and companions, but what does that exactly mean? Think of prime gear as something similar to +1 gear in things like D&D and Final Fantasy. A prime version of anything is just an improved version, but not so much to the point that you need it. To give you a better understanding, look at these two warframes. As you can see, the stats on the prime version of the frame are better than the base version, but it's not so extreme that the stats are like doubled or tripled or something like that. In that regard, just because you don't have the prime version of a piece of gear doesn't mean the base version you have is useless. That applies to everything. Hell, there's a bunch of gear out there that doesn't even have a prime version and people still love using it. Plus, reaching max rank on both a base item and a prime version give you a hell of a boost to your mastery rank. Here's another thing. Warframe has a hook. What does that mean? Well, Warframe has a quest line where shit really starts to kick off, and I mean really good story shit that'll really draw you in. This hook is a quest called The Second Dream. Personally, I'm a huge fan of the RPG genre. That's why I play things like Warframe, Destiny, Mass Effect, those sorts of games. The Second Dream really hits the note of that RPG feel, and the story of the game really starts to get going. The quest is actually so good and hits so well, it's almost like an unspoken oath among veteran players to not talk about the Second Dream or anything after it to new players or players who don't play at all. Though in my opinion, there is a major downside to the Second Dream quest, and that is how long it takes to get there. To get to the Second Dream, you have to go through and unlock 9 planets and complete a quest called Nata that I probably would have completely missed if not for my friends. I touched on this in my previous Warframe video, but the fact that there's nothing that grabs you as hard as the Second Dream does early on in the game, I think is something that could really use correcting. But once you hit the Second Dream, it is one hell of a reward for the time that you put into that point. Since you're a new player, when it comes to the Second Dream, I will tell you this. There is a rule that some people follow when watching any sort of TV series, whether it be Netflix, anime, or like some sort of web series. It's usually you give it 3 to 5 episodes, and if you don't like it, if it doesn't hook you, then you don't watch it. Unless your friends give you the whole, you just need to watch until episode 10, then you'll be hooked thing. This is me telling you to watch until episode 10. If you aren't hooked by the time you complete the Second Dream, then I feel you can say with confidence that you gave Warframe the best shot you could, plus a little extra. For me personally, it took me until that point for me to get really into the game, the story, and all of its allure. But that is all I have for you for today. I hope that's helped out some of you newer players or some of you who have been thinking about playing Warframe. In case any veteran players are watching this and I just so happen to get something wrong, or you think there's a little extra detail that I may have missed, please put it down in the comments below. I am still learning after all, so any and all help to not only me, but new players as well is very much welcome. If you like the video, please be sure to leave a like and subscribe if you want to see more. And if live content is more your thing, I go live on Twitch every Sunday, Tuesday, Thursday, and Saturday at 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. You can find a link for that below. Thank you everyone so much for watching. I'll see you all next time. Remember, keep your heads up and be kind to each other. Bye now.